Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool. 2026. 5 games without a win in the Premier League, 4 draws, 1 defeat. Only 5 wins in our last 18 Premier League games. There's going to be no foot mob. There's going to be no articles breaking down our nightmare of a season so far. This is just me talking to you guys, giving my full breakdown as to why this season is happening and who is to blame. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Without any further ado, let's get into this one. And I want to have a honest, educational conversation, because obviously for Liverpool and non-Liverpool fans, this is a big thing. The fact that we are currently 6th in the Premier League, given how much we spent over the summer, and there's a possibility that we may not qualify for the Champions League places, given how we're playing. Given that Manchester United, Chelsea got the new manager bounce, with Chelsea under Rosinia, and Manchester United for Michael Carrick. Obviously, 2 big wins, but that does us, no good whatsoever, because we lost our first game in 13, I believe. No, our first game, obviously in 13 all competitions, but 10 in the league. And that unbeaten run was for Gazy. We had so many draws. We had more draws than winning that unbeaten run. And our luck was going to run out at some stage, and it ran out. Now, I don't blame that defeat on Arne Slot. I think individual players are more to blame, because that was a shit show of a performance. But throughout the season, I believe different people have been culpable. Different people, going from the manager to the board to the players. And let's start from here. I'm going to start 35% of the blame. Don't know if you agree. I'll give to Arne Slot. The reasons being, style of football, not good whatsoever. The football, boring. There's no excitement, there's no intensity, there's no energy. There's no real quality with the football that we play. In-game management, making the wrong substitutions, not changing his tactics, not adapting to the opposition. In-game manage, what is it? Man management. With the whole man management thing, reassuring the players, keeping faith in the team, trusting players, even youth players. I haven't seen that this season. I haven't seen that at all. Obviously, he has trusted some players, but the players that he has trusted, they shouldn't be starting week in, week out. And the players that should be getting a chance, he hasn't been trusting them. So the man management is not there at all. Obviously, Tyler Morton left to go to Lyon. He's doing well. Harvey Elliott. The list goes on. The list goes on. The man management has not been the greatest whatsoever. The obsession with PSG, keep mentioning them 24/7. When things are going well, is 2 Premier Leagues in 5 years. When things are not going well, two leagues in 30 years. Make it that how you want. Press conferences being weird. Feeling the pressure. 9 losses in 12. Results not going our way. And in them 9 losses in 12, Arne Slot really got exposed. Really got exposed, because this was his blueprint. This was supposed to be his team, and he hasn't been able to get the best out of most of the players that we have. I'm going to touch on the players in a sec, but keeping on Arne Slot, I believe he deserves 35% of the blame, in my humble opinion, with the reasons that I just broke down. Obviously, there's a lot more, but we'll be here all day. Not a lot more, there's a couple more, but we'll be here for a long, long day. We'll be here for a while. So let's swiftly move on. But yeah, 35% goes to Arne Slot. Now, 35% goes to Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards. Now, Arne Slot's gonna get he's gonna get the backlash, he's gonna get corn, because ultimately he's picking up the team, he's setting out the tactics, and if the players are not doing the job, it reflects badly on him. But don't get it twisted, I think Edwards and Richards in this January transfer window massively thrown Arne Slot under the bus. But this goes beyond that for me. Obviously, they backed him over the summer, they backed him, but there's backing and there's backing. And it looks like the squad planning, this is not revisionism, because in the summer, I was very, very, very much happy. I was over the moon with the activities that we was doing in the transfer window, bringing in the likes of West, Isak Ekatike, getting in Leone, also managing to get rid of players that we didn't believe was good enough for Liverpool, Darwin Núñez, etc. But I genuinely do believe we sold too many players. Too many players, too many changes for a title-winning team. I feel like we should have kept some of them players in the team, some of those players. So, like the harmony in the dressing room, also having players that have played for the club for a while, knows how to like step up when pressure's on, and also knows what it takes to perform for a club like Liverpool. I think we should have kept personally. Luis Diaz leaving and not finding a replacement, to me, that was poor. That was poor. You should have got a replacement for a winger. The centre back situation should have addressed that a lot sooner than we did. And even when we tried to do a last minute thing, it didn't work because Crystal Palace pulled the trigger, pulled the plug. I mean, also in this January transfer, building an unbalanced squad, ripping up Klopp's foundations and building an unbalanced squad doesn't look good. Doesn't look good whatsoever. The depth is not looking great right now. And at the start of this season, there was a bit of question marks about the squad depth. But, you know, now it's getting exposed badly. And let's touch on the January transfer window, because I'm not going to lie, this January transfer window has been a shambles. We need a defender, we need an attacker. Semenyo went Manchester City. Why do we not go in for him? Mark Gahey, our primary target, which we tried to get on the free, went to Manchester City for 300k a week. Like, to me, poor. But if your primary target is itching to go elsewhere, that can happen. We've seen it in football. Football's been going on for a long time. You don't always get your primary target. Cool. But at least come up with some alternative options. Alternative options to save this season. Because this season's in real danger of being Chelsea 15-16. Real danger right now. Because we're not winning games. We're not performing well. Players look lost. Lack of confidence. Manager doesn't have a clue. And the squad depth, we only have one senior centre back, and that's Virgil van Dijk, who hasn't had the best of seasons. Hasn't had the best of seasons whatsoever. So, ultimately, we needed a defender and attacker. It looks like we're not going to get any. And we'll think about letting Robertson go to Tottenham. The decision making it is moving cuckoo. It's moving cuckoo, to be honest. And in my humble opinion, they need 35% of the blame, because I believe in this January transfer window, they set up the team to fail. It looks like they're willing to write off the season, take a massive gamble that I don't think is going to pay off, because we're in real danger of not qualifying for Champions League football. And imagine spending 400+ million just to qualify for your Conference League, just coming back off winning the league. Catastrophe, to say the least. And now I'm going to touch on to the players. The players deserve 30% of the blame. Now, I've been one of the few guys that's been giving the players way more leeway than most people. I was saying the style of play doesn't suit them. I was saying that the tactics is not favouring them. It's getting them exposed. I was saying the defensive structure, like we don't defend as a team. Set piece coach not doing this job. I was giving a lot of excuses to the players. And some of those things that I mentioned, there's some truth into those elements, in my opinion. But don't get it twisted. In recent weeks, especially the game against Bournemouth, which you lost 3-2, it made me open my eyes. Some of these players need a reality check, 100%, because I haven't seen leadership this season. I haven't seen cutting edge this season. Missed chances after missed chances. Decision making being poor. Not doing the basics right. Not being up to the task. Looking lack of aggression. Being soft. Being too nice. Various things the players have been culpable of doing. Making silly errors. Because even when we're winning, we panic on the ball. We panic without the ball. Obviously, that reflects badly on the coach. But the players have to take some responsibility. Where are the leaders in this team? I haven't seen leaders in this team so far this season. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen character. I haven't seen quality on a consistent basis. The only players that I can say that's been consistently good is Ekitike and Szoboszlai. Like, only two of those players. It's not good enough. It's not good enough whatsoever. Whatsoever is not good enough. And obviously, we're still in FA Cup. We're still in the Champions League. But if these players don't if these players don't fix up, then we're gonna be out of it quicker than you think. So, and I don't think these players are bad players. I still believe that they're good players, but they're not. They haven't been showing that on a consistent basis this season. So they have to be held accountable. For me, 35% to Arne Slot and Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes respectively, and 30% to the players. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of that. And let me know your thoughts as to who's to blame and why do you think we're having the nightmare of the season that we're having. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. 305 subscribers. Thank you very much for the 300 subscribers plus. Really appreciate it. The only way is up. The only way is up. So, yeah, let's keep pushing, man. Until then, I'm out. Peace.